Hello and welcome. I'm Kaye Lin and I'm the host for today's show. When you Google the name Adam Kantor, the first thing that pops up is Broadway star. Our guest recently performed at the Tony Awards and his Broadway debut was the lead role of Mark in Rent. Our guest is alumnus of E.M. Baker Elementary School and both Great Neck North Middle and High Schools. I met Adam in Miss Stern's theater class in high school. He has never ceased to amaze. We are so proud to have Adam Kantor with us today. Welcome, Adam.
Thank you, Kay.
And thank you for joining us today.
I'd love to be here.
Adam, when we were both in Miss Stern's theater class in high school, did you envision yourself to be on Broadway so soon?
Those were the days, right?
Yes.
Did I envision it so soon? No, definitely not. I thought, I would have years of doing the groundwork, the national tours, the off-Broadway, the off-Broadway, the auditioning. I never would have envisioned that it would have happened so soon. It was a blessing. I left halfway through my senior year of college to start Rent. I mean, literally, starring in Rent was my first professional job. I had never been paid to act before leading a Broadway company, which was something very exciting. It was also a burden.
And not a lot of people they don't get this opportunity as you do.
Yes.
So when you did get this role, how was your reaction? What did you feel like?
It sort of did. It took a while to sink in. It was so surreal, and I didn't realize what was in store for me. I didn't realize the full scope of what was coming my way. Between the Tony Awards, as you said, and the filming of the show right here, DVD.
DVD.
Yeah. And also just all of the hype that surrounded the closing performance of that show. I knew when I entered that it would be closing. We didn't have an exact date. And everything that goes along with that. I mean, there are hundreds and hundreds of, probably thousands, all over the world, fans of this show. People who come to the show several times a week. They're called
several times a week?
Yes, rent heads
is
what they're called.
So I want to also ask you, you knew Greif, right?
Yes, Michael Greif, yeah.
And obviously it takes a lot of talent and determination. But do you also think that luck also plays a part? Or
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's sort of the when you throw the pebble in the water, and the ripple. It's the ripple effect. It's each choice that you make. So many events follow that choice. My choice to go to Northwestern prompted my meeting Michael Greif at school. Yeah. Prompted my auditioning for his show that he was directing at Northwestern. I was lucky enough and hopefully talented enough to have gotten the role in his play at Northwestern. We formed a great relationship. There happened to be an opening in Rent on Broadway, and I happened to look like a young 20-something New York Jew who could play a young 20-something New York Jew in Rent.
Okay, so let's talk about this young 20-year-old Jew. Who did you play in Rent?
Mark Cohen, an aspiring filmmaker, and I think a very good filmmaker.
What made you so different from the other people that they casted?
Well, so different from the other Marks in the past.
Yes.
Do you mean? I think, well, in rehearsing the role and in approaching it, I really tried to focus on what I could bring from myself. What did I share with Mark? To make him the most honest portrayal that I possibly could. And in looking at that, we are both, on the service level, on the simplest of things, we're both New Yorkers, we're both Jewish, we both come from upper middle class families outside of the New York City area. We both are, aspiring artists and trying to be the best artists that we can possibly be. We're both a little obsessive in that regard. We're both workaholics. We both, I think, sometimes can get so invested in our work that we lose sight of other things, and sometimes because of that, we sometimes end up being the observer in situations. Because I'm the one of us to survive.
So Greif knew exactly what he was doing when
he
got you.
Adam,
your dreams have come true. And so what do you want to be known for?
That's a tough question. It's good. I think I'd like to be known as an artist who really cares about his craft, as well as someone who really cares about giving back. And I think that's been a big influence on my starting Broadway in South Africa, which is my nonprofit, which brings Broadway performers to work with kids in South Africa who don't have any kind of arts education.
I saw pictures about that,
yeah?
that. Yeah, so tell me a little bit about it. So how was Africa like?
It actually sort of was born out of my experience at Northwestern. When I was in school, I was in an a cappella group called Thunk, and Thunk went down to Cape Town in South Africa twice as a sort of a tour, a music tour and a arts education outreach. And my friend Sean, his name's Sean Bradford, he was also in the group. When he graduated, he got into The Lion King on Broadway. Then I graduated, I got into Rent, and we said, let's continue this group with the Broadway community. There's such an amazing access to performers and artists and people who want to reach out, you know? Broadway performers don't make tons and tons of money, but they have their craft to give, you know? They have their art. So we started this organization on Broadway about a year and a half ago. Since we've taken, as a big group, we've taken one big journey down. In January, we went to Cape Town, Johannesburg, and Durban. We did arts education for kids who, you know, living in townships established during the apartheid, and these kids don't have any sort of outlet to express themselves in a classroom setting, you know, or in performance setting, through acting, singing, dance, playwriting. We did all that stuff with them. It was incredible, an amazing experience. We're going to continue the work. We're always looking for, you know, for help with the project, especially fundraising. BroadwayInSouthAfrica.com. Learn all about it.
Adam Kantor is also a philanthropist, not just an actor,
yeah,
which is amazing.
Learn
which doesn't surprise me. That you have a fan page on Facebook. Did you know about this?
I heard about it recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I checked it out.
And you know,
and
I'm part of it.
You are?
Yes, I am.
Yes. Well, last time I checked it out, there were, I think there were 2 fan pages maybe. Maybe
yeah.
one's been removed. I don't know, maybe there weren't enough fans to keep it up.
That's not true. Well, I have some trivia questions that I like to ask for all of my new fans of Adam Kantor's. Okay, so whichever word pops up to you, just tell me, okay? Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Britney or Christina?
Christina.
Flip-flops or sneakers?
Sneakers.
Singing or acting?
Acting.
Orange or apple?
Apple.
What's in your fridge?
Oh. I have so many different fridges because I just float. I'm a floater.
Yeah.
So in my fridge, there's usually, well, I always have water on me. Gatorade is big for auditions. Eggs. Love my eggs in the morning.
How do you like your eggs?
Sunny side up.
Sunny side? Good choice.
Thank you.
And one thing that you cannot live without. Okay, I'll give you 3 things that you can't live without.
Like items?
Items, you know.
My iPhone. I'm addicted to my iPhone.
I bet. Adam is so hard to reach. I can't even call him without an email being sent later, sent by an iPhone, which is Adam Kantor's.
It's true. My iPhone, I am addicted to. It's my life. It's got my music, my appointments, my everything.
Second thing.
iPhone, my backpack to carry on all my stuff. I'm always just floating around, coming out to Great Neck like today, floating around the city for auditions, appointments, meetings. I'm all over the place. My debit card. My Visa Chase debit card. Huge. Yeah.
Well, Adam, one of our classmates, Drea Martinez, had something to say about you.
Oh my God. One of our classmates?
Okay.
Oh my God.
Do you remember her?
What's her name?
Drea Martinez.
Yeah, Drea Martinez. Drea Martinez is one of my favorite people of all time.
I'm glad because she had such great things to say about you. Okay?
Yeah.
Adam, he's a cool person. We did performances since middle school, and I've always known his potential. I love him.
I love
He's
him too.
talented. What can I say? I'm a big fan. I've worked with him not just on stage, but off stage as well. He's just a great guy.
Oh,
And you are a great guy, Adam,
Thank
and
you.
certainly talented. Thank you so much for joining us, and I had such a blast.
Thanks for having me.
Thank
Me
you,
too.
and we're
This
going
was
to see
fun.
you more
Okay.
often. Okay,
Good,
I'm going
yeah,
to
I
see you
wanna
on
come back.
Broadway and movies soon.
Yes.